Vineland High School football fans, and welcome to historic Gittone Stadium for Thursday night football on VPS. Kyle Bennett, Marcelino Ojeda here with you for a nice little Thursday evening showdown between your Vineland Fighting Clan and the visiting Eastern High School Vikings for a little varsity football action on the Vineland Public Schools YouTube channel. A very fun and intriguing matchup that has a lot of recent history, Marcelino, as we all know a few years ago. We'll get into the lore of the moved football scandal that shook the world. And as we play this game here on September 11th, we will remember a Vineland football alumni that sadly lost his life tragically in the 9/11 attacks. But as our captains make their way to midfield for the coin flip, this matchup is going to be Vineland a little bit behind the 8 ball tonight, as they are down 2 of their star running backs, both George Figueroa III and Omar Davis, out tonight due to injury sustained last week against ACIT. Talked to Coach Guzman earlier this week on Guzman's Gridiron, and I talked to him pregame. Both of those fine gentlemen are week to week. If it was the playoffs, both of them more than likely could have been able to suit up, but they didn't want to risk anything, and more injuries popping up as the season progressed. So those two are both out tonight. And it'll be still a stable of running backs, as Vineland is luckily very deep at a position not many schools are lucky enough to be deep at. But it's going to be an uphill battle tonight. Eastern comes in 1-1, fresh off of a victory against Ocean City, a South Jersey powerhouse in just about every sport that they compete in. We'll get set for Thursday night football here, Marcelino. And what are you most looking forward to in this matchup? Vineland obviously coming in 0-2, Eastern 1-1. What do you want to see improved from last week's game?
I mean, I think the clear dead giveaway answer is special teams. I mean, we've probably said the special teams unit for about 50 times per game up to this point in the 2 games we've had. I mean, it's been a real crutch for the Fighting Clan so far. I hope that this week was kind of an eye-opener on what can we do different, how can we change things up, and how can we stop beating ourselves. Like we said last week, Vineland is yet to play a clean game. I personally am excited to see what the Fighting Clan can do and what they possess when they play that clean game, when they finally kind of keep it in their realm. They play the game that they want compared to playing catch-up all the time or trying to find ways to change things up. Play your brand of football, come in with your game plan, impose your game plan, and force Eastern to make adjustments, not always Vineland having to make crazy adjustments. So it's going to be big on special teams, and I think this offense has to get moving and moving early. It's been a staple of the game so far. We need to see this offense get off to a quick start and do it and go in bunches. And if Vineland does that, I think they have a big opportunity to win their first game of the season.
And obviously, you know, last week we saw a lot of slow starts on first down from the defense. You want to see that cleaned up as well so that you're not giving an offense that is wildly talented, a very talented quarterback, very talented running backs, a lot of height on this team too. I was down there pregame. This Eastern team is tall. They have size to them. You don't want to give them second and manageable, 3rd and 1, 3rd and 2. You want to push them back as much as possible on those early downs so that they don't have an opportunity to move the ball down the field. As our Fighting Clan run out onto the field here, marching band in full swing, cheerleaders ready to rock and roll. We are seconds away from Thursday night football.
Good evening, everyone. At this time, before our national anthem, we would like to take a moment to honor the more than 3,000 lives lost.
A moment of silence here
September 11th, 2001.
in memorial of those who lost their lives on September 11th, 2001.
Our very own Big Don Adams, number 78, who played here in Gittone Stadium for VHS from 1987 to 1990. May we never forget the courage and sacrifices made on this day of remembrance. Please join the Vineland High School for a moment of silence. Thank you. Now, we ask that everyone please rise and remove your hats for the playing of our national anthem by the Vineland High School Marching Clan.
And as we approach kickoff here, our wonderful PA announcer, Elliot DeShields, mentioned September 11th, 2001. Crazy to think that that was 24 years ago to the day. And we did lose a member of the Vineland High School football family that day in Big Don Adams, the son of late city employee Bob Adams and brother of Vineland K-9 officer Dwight Adams, who was working in Tower 1, where he was a Cantor Fitzgerald bond trader. And Dwight Adams' son, Rowan, was a member of this football team as well. And Don Adams' legacy just continues to live on each and every year, especially this time of year when the Fighting Clan take the football field, playing for more than just the name across their chest, playing for more than just the red and gray. They're playing for the legacy of someone who set the foundation for this iteration of Vineland High School football to take the field, and that is Don Adams. And we send the Adams family our best, especially on a day like today, and we want to remember Don Adams throughout this broadcast as Eastern will get set to kick off and get us started with Thursday night football here on VPS. Bit of a squib kick that goes into the air, be picked up, and we are underway here. Ball being taken up close to and just beyond the 35-yard line. I believe it'll be spotted at the 37. And that is where Vineland will take over. Marcelino in solid field position. Solid job by special teams to start this game. Much better than what we've seen the past 2 weeks. And that is something you mentioned just a moment ago. You wanted to see improvement from the special teams, just like we all do.
And I'm very happy about the adjustment. I mean, right off the bat, you can tell Eastern watches their film going squib kick. They have a kicker who can kick it fairly deep, as we've seen in pregame warm-ups. So it's nice to see that, other teams are watching film, but Vineland's finding a way to kind of pick up on those scraps, communicate. And there was a lane there. I like how it started off. As Vineland's going to hand it off up the middle here. It's going to be Carlton Thomas, his first carry of the night. He's going to try and fight for some yardage here, but he will come up with no gain. And that'll bring up 2nd and 2 here for the Fighting Clan, trying to get their offense going early.
Vineland caught a break there. The ball fell loose, but I believe Carlton's knee was down. Vineland catches a huge break there because that could have been a disastrous first start to this drive here. But nonetheless, it'll be 2nd down for Vineland as they try to move the ball down the field here. Like we mentioned, George Figueroa III and Omar Davis both out tonight for Vineland. So it will be CJ, Carlton Thomas.
They're going to have Keenan Clymer of the Eastern Vikings step off the field. You got to get those pads over the knees or they will pull you to the side, and that seems to be the issue here. Look, you see if Vineland takes advantage of that substitution.
Elijah Calderon lines up in shotgun, hands this ball off, and Eastern is there to defend extremely well there. 2 run plays, no gain.
Yeah, and that's going to be Braden Dove. He's a junior D-back here, and he's playing that D-line strong. It looks like they're going 3 down linemen are the Vikings, and so far, man, it's been a tough stretch here on the pardon me, that's Jacob Wolf. It's a tough stretch so far on the ground. Vineland losing 3 yards there, and again, that quick start that we wanted from the offense really not proving to be what Vineland's done so far. Now they're in a 3rd and long situation behind the sticks.
Calderon in shotgun once again, and there's movement, ball loose, flag flies. Or as I like to call that, a lot of mumbo-jumbo.
Yeah, that is a lot of just miscommunication there. Not really sure what happened, but that seems to be on the center. Whenever the ball moves and nobody else does, it's usually on the center, and that'll be the big Zach Zavis in the middle manning that offensive line.
One of the 4 captains tonight, along with Elijah Calderon, Aiden Barriento, and last week's homegrown player of the week for Guzman's Gridirons, Zyleek Travis. Your 4 captains tonight for Vineland. That'll be 3rd and even longer now as Calderon moves a man in motion, takes a snap, looking to pass. He's got pressure. He gets drilled to the ground, ball in the air, and it's a bit overthrown for the aforementioned Zyleek Travis. Have to take into account that getting thrown to the ground there a little bit kind of threw off the pattern of that ball in the air, but
I mean,
got to have better protection there for your quarterback.
Yeah, you got to give him time. I mean, Travis was not even halfway through his route there, and the quarterback's getting teed off on. You just can't have that. But I am stoked about this punt formation right now because you know, as well as I do, coaching special teams is my favorite thing in the world. And seeing them bring back this formation, spread it out, force the defense to kind of buckle back on bringing like a big rush. You spread it out, you got to hold your guard up front, and it gives the punter a little bit more time and more leeway. I'd like to see how this kind of comes together.
Ball's in the air. Got it away. No return man, and it's going to take a favorable roll and bounce for Vineland as Zyleek Travis downs it around the 25-yard line.
Man, I mean, I could just clap, genuinely. I loved
Go ahead.
everything about that. I loved every bit of that. They had no return man back deep, tried to bring the extra rush, but the new formation spreads it out, less guys coming off the edge. Great adjustment this week by the special teams coaches. Love that start. And now Vineland has a chance to pin the Vikings back deep and get better field position if they get a ball back on a stop.
And I'll give credit there, too, because Vineland had to substitute a player out there. Late was ushered out by the referee. Eastern still got that pressure with the extra man, but credit to Brett Brosh for getting that ball off with just enough time as Vineland's defense on the field for the first time tonight. This ball's handed off, and a great tackle there by the Fighting Clan.
Zach Zavis making up for the little fall apart here on the other end of the field. Big play in the backfield, and a nice solid loss puts him behind the sticks for 2nd and long.
Loss of 1 on the play, brings up 2nd down and 11 yards to go for the first. Ball is spotted at the 24.
Brings up 2nd and long now for Eastern as they line up in shotgun. 4 receivers set. Quarterback looks towards the sideline. It's number 12, Nick Carreri. Takes a snap, hands it off. And another brilliant job by the Vineland defense stopping the run here early.
Yeah, expect the Vikings to go to Max Cutler early, their senior running back. We saw it in pregame how much they like to run the ball, how they like to move their linemen around, and expect them to try and do that. Even if they don't see success in it, they will slowly chip away, and they're going to try and find a way to find an opening and get that run game going.
3rd and long here. Ball has not gotten back to the original line of scrimmage for Eastern. Big 3rd down here for Vineland. Lots of communication errors. Ball in the air. It's complete, but a nice tackle towards the far sideline.
Yeah, great play there by Aiden Barrientos being able to fly out to that receiver. Good communication on defense. They were trying to get something switched up around. They got good coverage and brings up a 4th down.
It was actually number 8 for Vineland. I believe it's Barias Hill, if I'm not mistaken. Big 4th down here. Eastern looking to punt. Got to watch the ball. Low snap in the air. Good punt. Manageable here for Vineland. They're going to let it roll. Let it fizzle out. And the ball will be spotted at the 26-yard line. Smart move by Zylik Travis. Obviously, you had the additional pressure there from your gunners. From Eastern, you don't want to get blown up there.
Don't force it if it's not there. I mean, the second the ball hits the ground, you see two guys just step back, call poison. And this is not bad field position. I mean, Vineland's still finding a way to fight off this kind of field position battle. And also, I'd like to see him bring some pressure on that punt. The long snapper's getting it back there fairly slow, and the kicker's not taking, not showing too much oomph to try and get that ball off. So expect that to bring some pressure on sometime in this game.
First down here for Vineland. Calderon in shotgun. Man in motion is Zylik Travis. A flag on the play. Carlton Thomas, his best carry of the night. We'll see what the flag is.
That's Thomas. Brings the ball up to the 30.
Encroachment on the defense is the call.
Ooh, I was a little worried there. I was like, there's nothing
I know.
Vineland did. I mean, in this matchup,
you never
know.
Which we'll have a bit on that in just a moment.
Yeah, definitely got to talk about that. But I was a little confused there, but I definitely expect that to be on the defense. They were lined up real close to the ball, so a good call there.
So I'll move Vineland up. Ball at the 30. Swing pass to Carlton Thomas out of the backfield, and the ball is on the ground, but I believe Vineland fell on it. It took a nice bounce.
Swing pass was completed.
Gotta hold on to that rock, fellas.
Oof, and I mean, what a...
And Thomas is down.
Just time on the field for an injury.
Hopefully CJ is okay. He hasn't really moved.
No, not at all.
Once the pile kind of dispersed. Vineland huddled up with Coach Ray Fitton to our near sideline here. And good to see CJ back up on his feet, walking under his own power, side by side with Coach Goose.
Good. Second down. Ball be spotted at the 32.
That didn't look good either.
4 yards to go for the first.
Not at all.
Never want to see that.
Yeah, I mean, he wasn't moving for a good bit of time, and unfortunately, it's another running back for Vineland that most likely won't be on the field for the rest of this game.
Ball's handed off to Zylik Travis on the receiver reverse. Receiver handoff, I should say. Wasn't really a reverse there, KB.
That's all good. I was going to let you have it.
It's Thursday, you know?
Yeah, it's usually our Fridays. It's just a day early, that's all. We got to catch our
Even though this is our second Thursday of 3 this year.
I was going to say, I don't remember playing any Thursday night games when I was in high school. I felt like it was
a new
except for that
occurrence.
Saturday morning homecoming.
Right.
Which is and then obviously the Thursday for Thanksgiving. But other than that, I mean, this is fairly new to me.
You got to get your bearings. It's still early September, you know.
I mean, Thursday night football has always been a thing. It's just
Right.
been an NFL thing.
And a whistle here.
Wow, the flags have just been flying so far in this game. Okay, I guess they waved that flag off. The flag was still on there. Oh, my goodness.
Don't know what that was, but again, this matchup, the refs, you never know. Calderon looking to pass. He's firing middle of the field. It's complete. Beautiful pass there by Elijah Calderon, and Vineland has their first down.
I mean, nothing but time. That was the cleanest pocket Calderon has had all season. And like we said, I mean, give him some time. He's looked sharp, and that's the best pass play I think Vineland has run this year up to this point. I loved everything about it. Great protection, eyes downfield. It's a great pass. So it looks sharp there for Vineland.
Yeah, outside of last week's Elite Travis.
Yeah, the crazy catch
corner
on
fade
the
there.
I mean,
absolutely
great time
beautiful.
There. Great blocking by that front five. And Vineland not really a team that goes with tight end help. I mean, they don't do it consistently, but some miscommunication here on the offensive end. As two receivers are going to motion over to the far side of the field, and the play clock begins to tick. Snap back to Calderon. He's going to hand it off inside. That's going to get stuffed up immediately. That's Benjamin Rojas Torres.
Benny
getting the handoff there, trying to take some of the load off of some of these other backup running backs, who's usually a receiver. He's a senior. And I'm interested to see how they can use him. I feel like they can use him as like a Debo Samuel type kind of player.
He's one of those hybrid
outside.
guys.
Yeah.
We've seen him do a lot of the receiver handoffs. We've seen him used as a running back when needed. He's got a little twitch to him that is very exciting. So we'll see Benny's role tonight, as he's going to be involved with, obviously, nice hard count.
And Zach Zavis, I mean, you hold it, and I give all the props to him in the world. You fall right back, but, hey, you take those 5 yards any day of the week.
It's going down. He's yelling, timber.
I mean, Eastern so far just not showing a lot
very
of discipline.
Undisciplined.
Yeah, not showing discipline,
which is
at the line of
surprising.
scrimmage. Yeah, it's not something I expected in this one, but Vineland going hard count early. I guess they're expecting a lot of, like, push and pressure from Eastern, and they're using it against them so far very smartly.
I like the hard count there from Calderon. It was a strong hard count.
Shoot, I jumped.
And it obviously worked. Yeah, I was ready to call play. Calderon gets set here. Ball nearing midfield. Takes a snap. Hands it off. Quality run there. Picked up some chunk yards.
I need Benny to tuck that ball just a little bit. He's moving a little open with the ball. Just got to tuck it a little bit, especially getting through that line of scrimmage. You can open up a little bit once you break out, but on that inside part, these guys are punching for the ball. They've done it twice already.
And I'll give him a little benefit of the doubt. You know, he's probably coming into this game thinking he's the third running back on the depth chart, and now he's getting he's getting thrown into the fire full blown, and he's going to be in the mix a whole heck of a lot more tonight.
I mean, next man up truly is a culture, and Vineland's so far done well with it.
Second and manageable here for Elijah Calderon. Eastern showing a little bit of a blitz. Gets rid of it. Nice pass to Zylik Travis towards the bottom of your screen. Travis stays on his feet. Reached the ball out.
What a move.
He had that football in his hand like a basketball and was crossing up that corner like he was LeBron James.
I mean, what a move on the outside. I mean, obviously you got to get that help there, but my goodness, great first move on the first man. But he's got to go a little north
twitch
south.
on our replay. Just
come on.
Broke his ankle.
Oh, man. Oh. What a move.
Da-na-na, da-na-na.
I mean, way to kill the joy there. Caden Smith, sophomore for the Vikings, but I mean, what a move. And Vine looking to go for it on 4th and 1.
Hybrid tush push minus the push.
Don't touch that football. That looks like a first down.
Calderon channels his inner Jalen Hurts, and Vineland have the first down.
I like the hybrid tush push. No one from behind, just go QB sneaking. Great push up front. I mean, from the center
all
and guard,
tush, no push.
Great blocking there. Finally gets the first down.
Of the Eastern Vikings.
Keep it moving, boys. Calderon looks very poised tonight.
Yeah,
too.
he looks good. I like
Not that he, ever looks uncomfortable.
Yeah, but
the first 2 games you could kind of tell it was a little bit of, first couple game jitters, trying to hold on to a lead. He looks very comfortable tonight so far as he hands this one off to Benny once again. And Eastern all over that. I thought Benny was going to be able to spin out of that one. But
yeah, that's a tough one. Vikings have been just stout.
Got some extra help there on the finish, and We'll have second down here for Vineland.
Yeah, that front group for the Vikings so far has been pretty dominant in the run game, and Vineland's found success in the pass game. I'm all for running the football, but in this game, I think you have opportunities to open it up. Their pass rush isn't as strong as we anticipated, and give Calderon a shot to kind of take the game into his hands.
And it's one of those things that we've talked about it since Elijah became the starter last year going into his freshman year. He has the ability to throw the ball 40, 50 yards down the field if he has the time to do it. I would love to see this be an Elijah Calderon game.
Let it go.
As he sets up in shotgun, moves a man in motion, fakes the handoff, looking to pass. He's got to get rid of it. Lobs this one up. He's got his man, and it's deflected.
Just underthrew it, too. I mean, that hit the linebacker right in the back. He wasn't even looking for the ball. And Zincraft was wide open there on the seam, but off his back foot, he didn't set his feet, which we've seen a couple times this year. He had no power in that throw, underthrows it by a sizable margin. Almost takes away what could have been a big first down for Vineland.
If that ball would have left Calderon's hands probably 0.3 seconds sooner, that's a touchdown.
100%. And, I mean, you have an out route there from your tight end, getting right past the linebacker.
It's a good route, too, by Zincraft.
Yeah.
As somebody who was playing offensive line last year, that's
Yeah.
a great route that he just ran and just, unfortunately, a little too late.
Yeah, he
on
tried
the
to come
pass.
back for the ball and everything, but it's third and long.
Calderon looking to pass again. He's facing pressure, lobs it up deep, and overthrows the intended receiver.
Oh, I mean, just a little bit more time. I mean, he feels the pressure. He's got to let go of it. But I'm telling you, Vineland's going to be able to open this passing game up if it stays like this.
4th and 13 with 2:08 to go here in this opening quarter. Let's not lose sight of that either. Vineland has eaten up a ton of game clock in this first quarter.
Yes, big time.
Brosh gets the punt away.
Oh, that's got to be a flag, yeah. I mean, they
Rolls into the end zone.
absolutely crunched Brosh. I mean, that's roughing.
Has to
That's
be.
going to give Vineland first down.
It wasn't running into. Brosh was on the ground. That's roughing the kicker.
Yeah, can't hit that plant leg.
That's a 15-yard penalty. Second time we've seen that happen to Brosh this
Yeah.
year. I believe the first time was Delsey.
Yeah, that was a tough one, too. But, I mean, kudos to Brosh. He's looked so sharp today. And again, big fan of the new formation. Absolutely love it.
And still doing it with minimal time. Like, Eastern's still getting
Yeah,
a
they're still
ton
getting
of
interior
pressure.
But he's getting it all. He just has enough time now.
And kudos to the long snapper. The snapper's getting it out a lot quicker than
Yeah.
what we've seen the past couple of weeks, too. Is it perfect? No, but
it's better.
it's
what's
so
needed
much
so
better
far,
than
yeah.
what it's been.
Yeah, definitely proud of the special teams unit of Vineland turning it around.
And Vineland maintain possession here. Ball right around the 35-yard line as they catch a break on the roughing the kicker penalty. Calderon hands this one off. And that is Carlton Thomas back in the game.
Wow, I mean, that's a tough kid. That is a tough kid. That's a tough run. I mean, coming right back in after getting checked out a little bit in the tent, comes out and he comes out swinging.
I was impressed with him last year as kind of the third down back, the change of pace back. And in the couple of times we've seen him this year, he's been very explosive. He gives Vineland a different look out of the backfield. He's going to have to be RB1 tonight so long as he stays healthy. But so far, that's his best run of the game.
Yeah, and again, Vineland being able to get that run game going, it's going to open up your pass game even more.
Thomas finds a hole and a flag on the play.
It's going to be holding on Zincraft.
Just Thomas on the carry. There's the flag on the play.
I mean, Carlton split two defenders like D'Angelo Williams
That's a good
on the
comparison.
Pittsburgh Steelers facing the Redskins in 2016. I mean, complete split of the defenders.
Have a holding call.
That is the holding call, like Marcelino mentioned, so that'll move Vineland back a bit.
Ball will be spotted back at the 40.
It's going to spot the ball at the 40-yard line.
And 15 yards to go for the first. Ball will be
Vineland really
spotted
pushing the
at
tempo
40.
and trying to get that run game going. Like I said, I'm not mad at it. I mean, find ways to chip away at it. You know the pass game is there. I mean, and the Vikings have to have some kind of sense of Vineland's going to open it up at some point. But throw them off with the run here and there. Not mad at it.
Calderon takes the snap, fakes the handoff. He's facing pressure, gets it away. Zalik Travis with the reception and the first down. Just about. He might be half a yard shy of the original line of scrimmage.
Pass is completed.
First down was in sight, and then that defender just snuck up on him
out
like
of
a
nowhere.
R.L. Stein goosebumps story.
And I mean, I want to see him get a little more north and south. I love the east-west moves. I'll be the first one to tell you, the dude's shifty. Get a little north-south. Try and get upfield a little more. But I like the move. Try and make a man miss.
He had the turn there, and then that Eastern defender was
out of nowhere.
Randall Boggs and Monsters, Inc. coming into the room.
Safety just coming downhill, completely stopping that one.
Zincraft checks out on this play.
This looks like a passing situation.
Three receivers to the bottom of your screen. Travis one-on-one. Calderon throws into a little trouble there. It could have been dangerous. Incomplete, though.
It looked like a little miscommunication between him and his receiver. It looked like he was trying to kind of get him into the middle of the field. That's Davis. Try to get that post. I mean, but again, if you're showing a single high safety, you don't want to throw that post. You kind of want to find the outside. Couple guys open underneath, but Calderon has time. Now he's just got to make the right decisions.
3rd and 11.
Eastern showing so far a too high safety look here. Look to see how they kind of move around when Vineland gets set.
And, you know, if I'm Coach Fitton here just calling this play, just pick up 11 yards. Don't have to go for anything crazy. Just get the first down. As Calderon takes the snap, looking to pass. He's firing deep.
Another
and
miscommunication.
Incomplete.
Two safeties in the same spot, or two receivers in the same spot, are never a good sign as the first quarter comes to an end.
Solid performance so far for the Fighting Clan. Like, nothing to really write home about, but also nothing to be all that, you know, concerned about so far. First quarter is over. We'll take a quick break, but we'll be right back for the second quarter action and more. Don't go anywhere. You're watching Thursday Night Varsity Football on VPS. Miscommunication here, but Vineland now on defense. That last play was 4th down as the second quarter gets underway. Eastern now on offense, so a turnover on downs for Vineland as Eastern takes the snap. They hand it off. That looked like a little miscommunication as well, as running back kind of goes east-west there, but picks up quality like 4 yards there for Eastern. But quarterback Nick Carreri looked a little confused that his running back took the ball from him.
Yeah, and also Vaughn's getting some good interior pressure. I mean, if they're running anything remotely to like an option play, that'll leave you in a spin cycle. The second you have your center kind of sitting on your lap and trying to make a decision, you can't read a defensive end if the center's right on your face.
Second down here for Vineland. Man in motion, or excuse me, second down for Eastern. Vineland defense, second down. A great pressure from Aiden Zincraft. Playing both sides of the ball. Carlton Thomas in on the play as well.
Yeah, so far in this game, it seems to be all Vineland at the line of scrimmage right now. I mean, and that's big. That's something we haven't been able to say very often this season up to this point. But tonight, it's kind of shown that Vineland seems a little stronger up front.
3rd down. Barriento looking to show some pressure off the edge, and a big-time sack for Barias Hill.
I mean, great pressure from the interior from Vineland. Again, showing up front. They're forcing 2 guys to each D lineman. That's going to open up for your linebacker all day. Quarterback had no time. Great play for the Fighting Clan.
You're not running up that road. You're running up that Barias Hill. Big-time sack there, and that forces Eastern into a punt situation. I believe that's Barias' 2nd sack of the season. Don't quote me. It's a quality punt there. Zalik Travis will field it. Spins away from one defender, trying to find a lane, and
oh man,
gets it up to about the 30, maybe the 31-yard line.
And he knows it, too. He was just a couple steps away from finding nothing but green grass. He split the defenders yet again. But Vineland not getting much out of that yardage. But, again, good field position on another drive. See how Calderon takes off here.
And this has been, Vineland's defense hasn't been all that much of an issue. Sure, will the box scores reflect that? You shouldn't box score watch. This has been the best first quarter and change we've seen so far in 2025 from this Vineland defense.
Yeah, and it's not even close. I mean, that whole first quarter and even up to this point, I loved how Vineland has played. Not a lot of shoot yourself in the foot football. Yep. They seem pretty sharp.
One penalty.
Yeah.
Calderon lines up in shotgun, moves a man in motion. Ball over his head, but right into the hands of C.J. Thomas, and he takes the ball up right around the line of scrimmage.
Turning garbage into gold.
Marcelino Zumov, everybody.
I mean, that play had trouble written all over it, but, hey, if it's your night, it's your night, and I have a good feeling about Vineland so far, especially like a week ago, 2 weeks ago, that's going to go way over. I mean, you can just look at the replay here. The snap just clips right over the top, but what a
good
pull
awareness.
In there. I mean, way to get some yardage, too. I mean, in that situation, sometimes you just fall on the ball. Good IQ and good situational awareness to get some yardage out of it.
Let's get C.J. Thomas's awareness rating in Madden boosted to the moon as this one's handed off to Thomas.
Another solid run.
Makes it third and manageable.
See, that's the situations we talked about that we want to see Vineland in consistently in this game. Find ways to make it third and manageable. Get beyond the sticks a little bit. You want to be behind them all the time. That's what we see Vineland a lot. It's good to see them in a situation where they don't have to throw the kitchen sink at you. It's 3rd and 5.
Benny Rojas Torres checks in at running back. Calderon hands it off, and Eastern is all over that one. It's going to be 4th down.
Yeah, absolutely stuffed inside. And again, it's been, like we said, kind of all day. It's been that interior and that front three of the Vikings that have been giving Vineland a little bit of trouble. Not going to sit here and say they haven't been making big plays on the interior on Vineland's end, but got to be able to get some stops there and get some blocks going as Vineland sets up the punt here on a 4th and 6. Brosh back, waiting for everybody to get settled here. There's going to be 2 return men here for the Vikings. Brosh gets it off, and it's a good punt going towards the sideline. It takes a violent bounce out of bounds.
Nice punt.
And so far, the special teams have looked super sharp for the Fighting Clan, and that's going to have the Vikings set up shop here at about the 23-yard line. Vineland's defense back on the field. So far, this game has pretty much been all Vineland, but no points to show for it so far. Vineland's got to find a way to get the ball in the end zone. You see that punt, a good, clean kick there from Brosh. Not much pressure. I mean, he's got a solid 3 yards there of distance. Got to love that. Offense coming out on the field now for the Vikings. Set up at their own 23-yard line, 1st and 10. 2 receivers set on the far side of the field. Also on the near side, 1 set back. Offset.
Not Quavo.
Vikings take the snap. He's going to look to his left. He's going to go deep, trying to find a man. Double coverage. That pass is going to be just tipped out of the hands. Great defense there by the Fighting Clan. Tried to run that post route on the far side, but the Fighting Clan break it up. Great play there by Glenn Sager. Tried to feed their big man, Terry Cook, through the Vikings, but Vineland's defense stays stout and stops it. Good post route. Tried to find a way to sweep behind the safety. Great play.
They do not let him cook.
No, not at all. And it's not going to happen with that back deep. I mean, that's just great coverage by the Fighting Clan. Similar setup here.
Carreri lines up in shotgun, takes the snap, hands it off to his running back, and a good stop there. Zalik Travis and Aiden Barriento in to make the stop.
Yeah, and you can see the Vikings are trying to spread the formation more, trying to get those linebackers out of that interior. Again, we saw on the sack, linebackers are right behind Zach Zavis. They're all kind of bunched in. You spread them out, open up the inside there. You're going to be able to run the ball.
Apologies there. That was actually Bryce Hill on the stop. The 6 and the 8.
It looks so familiar from this vantage point.
With the sun setting and everything, but pass through the hands of the intended receiver, Max Cutler.
And even if he catches that ball, he's not going too far there, Bryce Hill there to make a stop. But once again, Vineland's defense stays strong, quick 3 and out. Vineland's going to get the ball back and has a chance at good field position. It's going to be Glenn Sager back deep. This
has been the team that I've been waiting for. And maybe, just maybe, we needed the legend, Tom McGurk, in the building.
That's who's going to bring it. I'll tell you what, man. Nothing but good stuff to say about Tom. I always loved a good Tom McGurk action.
An absolute legend in the South Jersey high school athletics game. And you know it's a big game when you see Tom McGurk on the sideline. It's always a treat to see him here, and there's movement.
Yeah, and that looks like it was moved there by the left guard. I mean, you can't call that on Vineland. He very easily stuck his hand up and popped up a little bit. It's got to be on the Vikings, and it is.
So that'll move him back. And, yeah, Tom McGurk. So we'll get a replay here of.
And see that left guard, he tried to point him out and step up. You can't do that. Every day of the week, that's going to be called on them. And that's probably why Zincraft jumped. You can't pop yourself up once you get into that formation or get set.
Ball snapped. Kick is up. Almost blocked by Carlton Thomas. And a fair catch called right around midfield.
I don't know how he got that ball off. I thought Carlton Thomas had a clean shot at the ball. Special teams look sharp. I love it. Vineland has looked great.
Special players. What's up, brother?
I love it.
Shout out to Sketch.
Man, I haven't heard that name in a while. But, man, I mean, it's been sharp. I mean, look how close he gets. Just fingertips away. I mean, smart by him to not take out the kicker as well. Great play there. I mean, Vineland's just one fingertip, 1 yard away from, like, it feels like just a big play is right around the corner.
We got that field cam working tonight
absolutely
for the first
love
time.
It.
The
Shout
replay
out.
Working tonight as Elijah Calderon hands this one off to C.J. Thomas. Nice carry there. I know my former partner up in the booth here is chomping at the bit, knowing we got the replay action going. We got the field cam going. Much love to Rich Scarpa, who hung up the headset this season.
Paved the way.
Just an absolute gem of a human. We miss Rich up in the booth, but always a blast having Marcelino up here. One day we'll have the 3-man weave going. And
we have to.
Us back up. We'll get Rich back in the booth. Now that he knows that the replay system is in effect, as Calderon fakes the handoff, passes it complete, and a first down and more for your Fighting Clan. Aiden Zincraft with his first catch of the ball game. That's a big one, not only for Vineland, but a big one for Zincraft. It felt like he's been just waiting for that moment for the big catch to come. A lot of drop passes to start the year for him as he gets adjusted to a new position. That's a great route, great awareness, and a great catch by number 82 in red and gray.
And I tell you, he's just one tackler away from breaking it there. And we've heard nothing but good stuff about Zincraft in the offseason from all the coaches. They just want to see him succeed, and it's great to see him get something there.
Calderon hands it off to Thomas. He's running with a full head of steam, and another first down for the red and gray.
I mean, Vineland is absolutely just moving the ball right now. And it feels different tonight. It very much just feels from the past 2 games. Been some rough ones, but there's a different energy in the building from Vineland, from the whole sideline, from the crowd itself. It just feels like this is a game that Vineland wants really bad, and they're showing it on the field.
First down here for Vineland. Calderon hands it off to Thomas. Barrels his way through. Looked like a dead play there as he ran into one of his own. And then bounced off like a pinball.
I mean, it's the second effort. I mean, he runs right into one of his linemen trying to fight off a D lineman. I mean, you watch here, he goes to the right, runs right into the back of his wing, but still finds a way to cut it upfield and break a couple tackles and get extra yardage. I mean, it's been tough sledding up front for Vine, but they look sharp.
Vineland threatening to score here late in this second quarter. Calderon in shotgun. Moves a man in motion, takes the snap, hands it off to Thomas. He barrels his way through for more. Carlton Thomas is a man possessed.
I mean, Vineland's just moving men up front. That's a first down there. I mean, this is completely different team. Vineland looks completely different, and it just shows. That's great running, great movement up front. I mean, first and goal opportunity, the only thing that can really cap off how good this game has looked is some points on the board.
And we get a whistle, a timeout by the Eastern Vikings.
Yeah, they're reeling. They're definitely reeling. Now their heels are on their own end zone.
With 4:39 to go until halftime. This has been a brilliant second quarter for the Fighting Clan. The first quarter was solid. This has been a clinic. And we'll see if Vineland can put the cherry on top and put 6 on the board and hopefully 7 and do a little TikTok filter 6-7. How you doing, youth of America? I know your trends.
Everybody knows. Everybody knows.
Vineland will have, I believe, 1st and goal when we come out of the timeout. And I may have been mistaken there. I believe it was Benny Rojas Torres on the last run for Vineland who picked up the most recent first down. As he's back out there in the backfield behind Elijah Calderon. Calderon lines up in shotgun. Takes a snap, fakes the handoff, rolls out. He's running. There's a flag on the play, and Calderon.
Oof, that is a tough hit. This could be holding on Vineland. I mean, Calderon takes a shot there, but pops right back up. I mean, nothing but credit to the young kid.
Was getting chased down from behind, too, and his ankle's getting wrapped up, and then runs into a defender in front of him as well due to that. And we'll see what the fellas in black and white stripes decide to say.
I think it could be holding on the defense as well. It looked to be a
thought
whip
so,
route
too.
there. Zyleek Travis tried to run that whip to the corner there.
It was more so in the end zone than it was in the field of play where the flag was thrown.
I mean, I think the conversation could be, is it pass interference or holding more than anything?
Nonetheless, they're letting Vineland spot the ball, I believe, where Calderon was tackled. Holding on the defense.
Yes.
Good call, Mr. Official.
Yeah, you could see Zyleek Travis tried to run that whip route and try and catch that front pylon there and was just absolutely grasped upon trying to break out of it. Good call there.
Calderon takes the snap, hands it off to Carlton Thomas, who barrels his way into the end zone for a Vineland touchdown.
I mean, that is everything you're looking for from Vineland. You get the first down, you get the field position, you run the ball, you pass the ball, you fire off on all facets. It is just encouraging to see Vineland walk away with 6 here.
And not only did Carlton, we'll have a replay here for everyone too, as ball handed off and Thomas just stays on his feet. You watch
a horse
his feet
collar
keep
as well.
Moving, churning, balls up, kick is spotted, and it is good for Brosh. And late here, 4:21 remaining in this second quarter. Vineland have a 7-0 lead. Back to the Thomas run. The fact that he is in this game,
I mean, it's a tough
a
hit.
modern marvel.
Oh
He took a tough hit, was down on that turf for an extended amount of time. We thought he was going to have to be done for the night.
I didn't think he was coming back.
And there he is. Since he's come back from being knocked down to the far sideline, he's just been the most explosive player on the field.
I mean, running downhill. And again, got to give credit to the front 5. I mean, they're creating opportunities to run this ball. But, I mean, he had a dude draped on his back, pulling his collar, and still carries him to the end zone. You got to give credit where credit's due. Vineland's offense looks great.
A brilliant drive by the Vineland offense, the most complete they have looked so far this season in a number of ways. And Brosh will get set to kick this one away. And on top of that, Vineland has done such a great job in the field control game.
Yes.
Controlling the line of scrimmage, controlling the game clock. Time of possession has been in Vineland's favor all game.
Yes. I mean, I can't even remember the last time Eastern was on offense without them going 3 and out.
Brosh squibs this one into the hands of a close return man. And
wow, that's a great catch. I mean, he's sitting in that front line. It is as scary as it gets, but that's a great catch there. But,
mine.
Whew, I mean, I've seen plenty of times where that situation goes very, very bad. But, hey, credit where credit's due. Vikings get the ball, and they get good field position.
And that was a hard kick. You heard it thump off of
Yeah.
number 11's pads.
I mean, they might have to check his chest after that one. But it will be first down here on the Vikings' very own 46-yard line with 4:20 to go here in this second quarter.
Vineland with a 7-0 lead, courtesy of Carlton's C.J. Thomas on a touchdown run just moments ago. Carreri takes the snap, looking to pass, fires, and it's incomplete. Number 6, who is not on our roster, was the intended receiver.
Looks like Eastern's trying to get some kind of quick passes going, but there's just too many linebackers and not enough space to even create that opportunity. A lot of traffic in the middle of the field. Vikings setting up shop here on second down. 2 receivers to the far side of the field. Vineland bunching up on that front line.
Man in motion, Carreri fakes the handoff to the motion man, hands it off to his running back. That is number 23, Jaden Jardine, the junior.
And let me tell you something. If there's somebody who absolutely loves the play that was just ran, a misdirection, it is our former coach, Vizo, our former quarterbacks coach. An absolute fan of the misdirection. I have had the honor of being a protege of his coaching and being able to run those plays. I know he just loves seeing that.
Coach Shelton bouncing on the sideline.
Yeah, he's trying to get that safety to move over to that 3-man side.
Carreri, pass complete to his running back and a first down. I believe the first one of the night.
Yeah, and I understand exactly why Coach Shelton's frustrated. Those guys got to move out to that far side. You saw the triple slant trying to clear out the left side of the field and get the tight end or the running back to kind of flow out there, and it worked in their favor. Got the safeties in the corners kind of bite into the middle of the field. As you see, it's kind of just dumped off here to the running back, and nothing but green grass for a solid 5 to 6 yards, and that's what gives the Vikings that first down.
And Vineland will call a timeout here with 3:34 to go until halftime. And I do want to just say we're not 100% certain because there's 2 number 23s on our Eastern roster. So it is either Jaden Jardine, which I'm leaning towards because he's listed at running back and a junior, or it is freshman Ashad Carter.
I think I'm going to go with Jardine on this
I believe it's Jardine, but if it is Ashad Carter,
congratulations. Congratulations for starting on varsity as a freshman.
Correct.
But if not,
and apologies for not calling your name on a brilliant play that picked up your first down of the game. And while we're in a bit of a timeout break here, make sure you guys are subscribed to the Vineland Public Schools YouTube channel. You see it on the top of your screen. At VLD Schools TV is the handle on YouTube. Just search it on your YouTube app, on your TVs. Be sure to subscribe so you don't miss out on any future broadcasts throughout the 2025-2026 school year and beyond. And click that bell icon so you know whenever new broadcasts or videos are available to view for your watching pleasure. Again, that's youtube.com/@VLDSchoolsTV, your home for Vineland Athletics. And Jardine gets leveled.
I mean, that is what we call ankle tackling. You just throw your body at his legs. There's not much he can do there, but a great tackle for Vineland.
I call that a Vici. It's levels.
he went straight to the bottom. Easter going a little bit up-tempo here.
Carreri takes the snap, and there's a whistle. And it's going to be on Vineland.
Yeah, it looks like they're going to be calling encroachment here.
That has been the
call
most
of the night.
Popular penalty of the game.
You know, it's so frustrating because even to this day, I feel like I get them mixed up. The neutral zone infractions, the encroachments, the lining up in the neutral zone. I feel like there's so many. I feel like you don't have that for linemen or offensive linemen. It's all D linemen that have to struggle with 4 different kind of penalty calls.
Carreri hands it off to Jardine, bounces out, avoids some tacklers, stays on his feet. Another great run by number 23 in white and blue.
Yeah, I mean, again, it's that second effort. I mean, the play looked like it was blown up there in the backfield. Way to bounce off his own tackle and trying to break it to the outside.
As you can see here on the replay, just stays on his feet, keeps his feet moving. That helps him pick up another Eastern first down.
Yeah, healthy dose of Jardine here on this drive, and I wouldn't be shocked if they went to him again. Go back to the well.
Carreri and Jardine in the backfield, lined up in shotgun. Carreri looking to pass here. He's scrambling, And he is taken down.
Yeah, I mean, that's a great play off the edge. C.J. Thomas, you can't say anything more about the guy. He's been everywhere.
A superstar tonight as he breaks through, beats a man like twice his size on that offensive line.
Way to come
gets
off the
in
edge.
there for his first sack of the season.
Yeah, and Vineland has been they've shown that they can get in the backfield. They have a solid pass rush in a situation I feel like wasn't a pass situation.
2 sacks now for the Fighting Clan tonight. Man in motion. Carreri hands it off to Jardine as he sneaks around the outside, stays on his feet, but runs out of bounds. Stop the clock with 1 minute and 40 seconds to go here until halftime. Ball spotted at the 11.
It's going to be a 3rd and short here, too, for the Viking. It's definitely manageable. Get this first down. They'll be in a goal-to-go situation, but 1:40 to go in this second quarter. Vikings trying to knock on the door of the Fighting Clan, and they're trying to keep that door shut.
Carreri moves a man in motion, takes the snap, hands it off. And Max Cutler, you know, what does scissors do? They cut scissors, rock beats scissor, bada bing, bada boom. Vineland's defense with another strong effort there.
And I tell you what, a lot of stuff going on in the backfield. I mean, the first time tonight we've seen 2 other men in the backfield. I mean, Xylee Travis just dunking.
Mariah Hill.
I mean, that's what can you say about that? It's a beautiful gang tackling. You can tell the Vikings are trying to get your eyes in different spots to run the ball. They're trying to make you look here and run the ball there. Vineland has been smart and very disciplined to find where the ball is and make plays.
3 receivers to the top of your screen, 1 at the bottom, and another timeout called here by Vineland.
Yeah, so far Vineland's had a couple of communication issues with that trip set on the far side of the field, and I like the timeout. Just continue to talk about it, and I believe it's going to be a big talking point at halftime because we've seen the most success out of this formation, whether running the ball or running that swing pass out of the backfield. Good timeout there by Vineland.
Little field cam level here tonight. Looks absolutely gorgeous. Coach Shelton in the huddle, locking everybody down here at historic Gittone Stadium for this big-time 4th down. 4th and 3 will be the down coming out of this timeout with 59.1 seconds to go.
I mean, you want to talk about Coach Smith and Ryan Shelton being some very similar people. That just looked all Coach Smith coming out of Ryan Shelton.
Batman and Robin right there.
I mean, I feel like Robin's slowly becoming Nightwing.
Yes. Good reference there. I understood that reference.
Yeah, a lot of people might not, but it's a good one if you look it up.
Carreri tries the hard count. Vineland don't move, but a flag.
I mean, how can you even see that from this side of the field? It's a false start.
Yeah.
I'll take it.
Yeah, I was going to say, Vineland did not move. My eyes were dialed in on the Vineland defense. They did not jump an iota.
I thought there was just like a little movement on the inside there, but I didn't see the jump from Eastern, but I'll take it.
We also just have PTSD because it's Vineland Eastern referees.
We really got to get into it.
We'll talk about that coming out of halftime. We'll have some fun reminiscing to do from this matchup, as I believe Eastern calls a timeout.
I'll tell you what, if we can find some clips from that game, that would just be just absolutely great.
I have that clip saved on my phone because that went viral because of this man to my left.
Oh, man.
Clipping the initial video that was captured by the ever-so-talented Doug Diola. Before we had student workers, Doug was the only camera operator working solo that night. We'll talk about more of that coming out of halftime because what a night that was.
What a talking point that was, too. For a solid week, I mean,
more than
up. Yeah, it was big.
It's one of the most viewed videos on the Vineland Public Schools YouTube channel. For good reason.
For very good reason. I mean, to this day, I see that clip pop up here now. I'm like, wow. It's like, wow.
I try to post it on the anniversary every year.
What?
It could.
Everyone it's just dead silence and moves the ball. What? The most Delco.
My inner Philly Jason came out that day for sure.
I mean, just watching that at home was the funniest moment of all time.
Carreri looking to pass here on 4th and 3, and it's almost intercepted.
Fingertips away there for Barias Hill. Would have been another big play there.
He's been amazing on this defense tonight. And here's the pass again for everybody at home, and just dangerous throw. And
that ball has to feel like it's in the air forever for Barias
it's
Hill.
like slow motion and fast, speed all at the same time.
And now first down for the Fighting Clan. Vikings wanted to go for it on 4th, don't get it. And with 54 seconds to go, expect Vaughn just kind of run this clock.
Let's see what C.J. Thomas can do to wind down this brilliant second quarter he's had.
Brilliant
Ball
first
snapped.
half.
Thomas churns forward for some more yards. He's been spectacular. Barias Hill, Zalik Travis.
Calderon
Has had a game.
And the front five, I have to give a shout out to that
the
front
O-line
five. They've looked sharp all night so far.
Awesome. Zincraft getting involved. It's been a total team effort. Special teams have been spectacular.
Cannot look away from it. This has just been a great outing from Vineland on all 3 facets, and that's what we've been looking for.
Calderon takes the snap, hands it off. C.J. Thomas picking up some more hard-fought yards.
A little 3rd and manageable here, but 10 seconds going here. It looks like Vaughn's going to let that clock dwindle down, and I mean a beautiful closing to the best first half of the season.
By far.
It's not even close. It has looked fantastic, KB.
Buzzer sounds. Both teams will head back to their locker rooms, and Vineland's got to be feeling really good as they head into halftime with a 7-0 lead courtesy of Carleton's C.J. Thomas on a rushing touchdown that put Vineland ahead. We'll be back after halftime, reminisce on this matchup quite a bit. A lot of fun stories with these two teams, and we'll get set for second half action. Hopefully see your Fighting Clan walk away victorious tonight in their 3rd home game of the season. But don't go anywhere. Halftime, we've got marching band performing under the direction of Justin Feliciano for the first time this season. You're watching Thursday Night Football on VPS.
Ladies and gentlemen, now entering the field for your listening and viewing pleasure is the 2025-2026 edition of the Vineland High School Marching Clan. Let's hear it again for the Vineland High School marching clan.
Jail White.
And welcome back, everybody, to historic Gittone Memorial Stadium here in Vineland, New Jersey. Kyle Bennett, Marcelino Ojeda here on the call with you for Thursday Night Football on the Vineland Public Schools YouTube channel. Your Fighting Clan with a 7-0 lead, courtesy of Carlton Thomas with a rushing touchdown back in the second quarter. Eastern will receive the second half kickoff here to start things. But Marcelino, as we get set for kickoff, a wildly impressive first half from the Fighting Clan to start this game. They have really imposed their will in this matchup so far, and hopefully that momentum continues coming out of halftime, and we see the same juice from the red and gray here in the second half.
I mean, like we said, this is the first time we've seen a clean game out of the Fighting Clan. I want it to stay that way. Keep this game as clean as possible. Keep playing your brand of football and keep the Vikings on their toes.
As the official talks with Brett Brosh, we'll talk a little bit about the officials in this matchup's history in just a moment. As Brosh pooches this one.
I mean, that's another great play. I heard that go off of his knee that time. Oh, my.
I got a little nervous there. Oh. 42 from Vineland, stepped on the player, too.
Yeah, he, jumped
He got airborne just enough. I was like, whoa,
that
there,
could
pal.
go a little rough.
But Eastern will set up shop at about the 47-yard line. And we'll see what this Vineland defense can continue to conjure up. They had a strong first half. Barias Hill leading the charge. C.J. Thomas getting in on the action. Zyleek Travis has had a great first half on defense as well. As They hand this one off to start the second half, and Vineland's defense picking right back up where they left off.
And again, I do expect Jardine to get a lot of touches here in the second half. He was the most successful player for the Vikings in that first half. It's going to be a daily dose of him here. And again, it's going to be that trips formation that the Vikings ran where Vineland had a little bit of trouble communicating where everyone should be. And I'm very excited to see what kind of adjustments they made to try and stuff that here in the second half.
Carreri lines up in shotgun. Moves a man in motion. Takes the snap. Hands it off. Jardine getting to that sideline again. Nice little leap forward to pick up some additional yards.
Yeah, and I mean, that's a good move near the sideline, kind of cut back and make a man miss to fight some extra yards. But I mean, from fully behind him, Carlton Thomas was flying from the opposite side of the field trying to chase him down. And I mean, you got to love that from a player who's playing both ways, just putting full out effort each play. I mean, not much more you can ask for, and Vineland just got to get a stop here on 3rd and short.
Big moment here in the early go of the second half. Man in motion. Carreri takes the snap, hands it off to Jardine, who picks up the first down.
Yeah, it's good blocking up front. They got the pulling wing there to kind of kick out the end and found just enough crease to get that first down. It's a good run play there by the Vikings, staying with Jardine early.
Good tackle there by number 4 for the Fighting Clan.
Yeah, Caden Chestnut's definitely gotten some good time there in the backfield.
Jardine again breaks away from tacklers and picks up a first down and more, brings it down to about the 20-yard line.
And that was just a barely missed tackle there by Vaughn, as the flag's going to be on the field. And usually this results in a holding, and I believe that's what will be the call here on the Vikings.
Although we can never certainly know with the refs in a Vineland versus Eastern game.
You
A
never
great,
know.
powerful run by number 23.
And the call will be holding on the Vikings, and that will back them up from the spot of the call.
And Jaden Jardine loses a strong run there.
His best run of the night.
Yeah. He's come out with a full tank of gas to start this third quarter. Vineland's got to find a way to contain him as Aiden Barriento comes off the field. Hopefully everything's okay with him.
Yeah, he's a little banged up. I got to talk to him before the game, give him, his normal motivation, kind of get him going. And he was a little strapped up on his shoulder. He has heavy taping, and he has a sling on his left shoulder. So it looked to kind of see that as the game progresses. Could be what's getting checked on here.
As Carreri, senior quarterback, awaits the signal from his sideline, lines up in shotgun.
A lot of moving around here from the secondary.
Takes the snap, hands it off, and a flag flies in.
I believe that's going to be another holding on the Vikings. It looked like that wide receiver got a little too much jersey there as a player's down for Vineland. See him kind of get off on this break on the outside, trying to get past the D-line, and just two guys collide there, a big collision.
It's number 6 on the hold.
And you can kind of see it very clearly there, and that's kind of what forced this situation here with the player down. It was kind of a collision of bodies on the near side of the field as they both kind of converged on that tackle, and they kind of just went like almost rib to rib.
As Coach Shelton huddles his team up.
Tell you what, Vineland has had a fairly injury-plagued season so far. It kind of seems like every week there's something or some kind of injury, and it's hard to see, especially from high school players getting injured this often, as some more medical attention's coming onto the field.
as we await the injury here, it's been quite a bit of time that the Vineland player has been down. Just a lot of bumping and bruising out there tonight. This has been multiple Vineland players who have been down.
You know, Vineland's a quick up-tempo team. They fly around a lot, offensively and defensively. And, you know, in situations like this, you're going full speed and kind of colliding here. It's never a good sign to kind of see a player down this long.
Here's my thing too, with injuries, I'm not a fan when there's a lot of people around because you never know what the injury is, and you want the important people involved. Welcome back, everybody. Apologies for the break in the commentary there, but when the ambulance gets pulled out on the field, there's not much you can really say. You're just kind of hoping for the best, waiting for the best. But number 11 for the Fighting Clan was down on the field for quite some time. It's Glenn Seeger, we believe, according to our roster. Waved his hand up in the air to the crowd, so looks like he's in as good of spirits as he can be. Each team will warm up here due to the lengthy delay as the officials talk things over with Coach Guzman.
Yeah, and it's never anything you want to see in any aspect, any sport, any level. It's tough to see a player have to leave in an ambulance, and like we said, just wishing all the best to Glenn Seeger, and hopefully we'll get a report sometime this week, a good report, and see what's kind of going on there.
And while the teams warm up, we'll let that happen. And when game action's ready to resume, we'll be right back here on the Vineland Public Schools YouTube channel. So don't go anywhere. You're watching Thursday Night Football on VPS.
Danny, make sure you watch your time.
And welcome back, everybody. And yes, we want to send our best to Glenn Seeger. He was the player down injured and taken away in the ambulance. Sending our best to him and his family, obviously. But like we said, he did give the wave off to the crowd. So
Yeah.
just sending our best to him. And now the Fighting Clan have to kind of, recoup emotionally too, as they see one of their teammates and friends taken off the field due to an injury.
Yeah, it's a tough one to kind of, get a grip and get back into the game. Vineland's more than capable of doing so, but it's not easy.
Eastern hand this one off. And a big run by number 0 to pick up a first down.
Yeah, again, everyone's a little cold here. Got to get warmed back up. Vineland's got to find a way to stop this run because the Vikings are just going to try and run it all the way down the field here. Vineland slowly getting back into their own end zone.
And that was one of the things that Eastern was doing well even before the injury.
Yeah.
Suspension was They were kind of running the ball at will a little bit to start this third quarter, and that continues here as man in motion here. They hand it off again, number 0. And close to another first down.
Yeah, they're getting chunk yards here, and Vineland's got I would try and dial up a blitz here. I mean, even if they pass the ball, they haven't had much success in it. Just try and bring a little pressure and kind of slow this offense down.
Carreri moves a man in motion, hands it off. It's Jardine, and he's wrapped up there
Yeah,
by
good
C.J.
tackle.
Thomas.
Yeah, good tackle there. CJ and Barias Hill there to kind of close that up. Again, bring a little bit of pressure. They're trying to bounce it outside if they don't have anything in the interior. Good containment, and Vaughn just slowly got to kind of cut back on giving up too many yards on a 3rd and short here.
Under 8 minutes to go here in this third quarter. 3rd and 2. It's a big moment in this game here for both teams. Man in motion. This one's handed off to number 0. He's been running rampant here in this third quarter, and he picks up another healthy first down for Eastern.
Yeah, big chunky yards there. And again, Violence, you know, you got a guy kind of fighting for those yards, try and punch that ball out, try and find a way to kind of get it out of his hand. You can kind of see Zyleek Travis trying to do that there, but you got to cut back. I mean, the runs are starting to get a little out of hand here, and borderline goal to go here. I mean, you just look here, 2 great blocks there by the interior lineman to kind of spring him free there and get some yards. Vine's just got to try and get that ball out.
Courier hands it off again.
Oh.
Nice stop.
Yeah, he got stuck there that time by Barias Hill. I mean, you want to talk about stopping somebody in their tracks. It looked like it was going to be another solid run, but Hill coming downhill, for lack of better terms, and making a great play.
Barias Hill has been a defensive stalwart tonight for this Fighting Clan defensive unit coached by Cliff Smith and Ryan Shelton.
Yeah, definitely helping out Barrientos, who you clearly see kind of working on a right shoulder injury.
This one's handed off to number 0. He steamrolls through and close to another first down.
Yeah, a solid one-on-one tackle there by Ben. He got to get a little lower there, but still makes the tackle and trying to cut off the outside. Because like we said, we've been saying it for the last couple plays, the Vikings are looking to bounce if there's nothing inside.
Eastern can still get a first down without scoring the touchdown. And this drive has just been brutal for the Vineland defense.
Tough
really
to
had no answers for number 0 even prior to the injury timeout and injury delay, but
and getting cold all over again, that
right.
definitely doesn't help.
Man in motion for Carreri. He hands it off to 0, who unfortunately is not on our roster, so we apologize.
Yeah, it's good tackling by Caden Chestnut coming off the edge there. Kind of started the barrage. They're leaving the guys off the edge unblocked, so they're going to have to try and make a play. You kind of see him come off this edge. He gets past the pulling guard there and just kind of pulls off his hip. That's what you're taught, and makes a good play. 4th down and short to go here for the Vikings, who are going big man setup here. 3 men in the backfield with a tight end just stepping in on the right side. Carreri takes the snap, almost bobbles it, hands it off to 0. He's going to try and fight for that first down, and it looks like it's close. Got to look for the spot here. And it looks like they're going to get stopped. Vineland's defense stands tall inside their own 10-yard line. An absolute gut-wrenching set of just moments there for the defense. Everything after the injury. And just somehow mustering up courage to stop that. Just look at the replay here and see how Vineland kind of got that stop from the interior.
Just hands it off, and the initial hit there by Aiden Zincraft slowed up the runner. Big kudos to 82 in red and gray.
I mean, flies right between the guard tackle. It doesn't get better than that.
And I got to tell you, because we're near that area of the field, I had a lot of PTSD there that they were going to give it to Eastern.
Oh, no, we've been there too many times. Handoff here. It's going to be stopped for a very minimal game, possibly none here as Vineland's on their heels. KB, if you want to kind of elaborate on what we've been kind of nodding to all night.
A big moment in the booth a few years ago, the first matchup between these two teams here at Gittone Stadium around Halloween, so spooky season in full effect. We had a fourth down play that your Vineland Fighting Clan defense did in fact get a stop on fourth down, and then a spooky, sneaky referee moved the football to give Eastern the first down, which led to them scoring a touchdown, as this one is handed off for Vineland and stopped by that Eastern defense once again. And it was the Vineland public broadcasting call heard round the world by yours truly and my good friend Rich Scarpa. And luckily Vineland went on to win that game. Kudos to Danny Russo for leading that game-winning drive late in the game and coming away with a W in what could have been a game-altering moment, which it certainly was at the time.
It was very altering, I mean, to say the least. I mean, everyone saw it. Everyone was just completely shocked by it.
And by everyone, we mean the world. Sports Center, USA Today, Barstool Sports, John Boy Media, as Elijah Calderon fires and completes the pass. Close to a first down. We'll see where they spot it. But, yeah, it was a moment that my phone, I don't think, had ever been pinging that much in my life, and that is indeed a first down for your Fighting Clan. Yeah, beautiful pass here by Calderon. You see the spiral there. Great awareness, even with a man on his back.
I mean, to throw a back shoulder on a slant when you see the corner kind of breaking towards the inside, that's a smart pass there and a great play to make that catch as Chestnut.
I'm part of a John Boy breakdown.
Yeah, it was pretty big. I mean,
called a man of honor. And like we mentioned, it's one of the most viewed videos on the Vineland Public Schools YouTube channel to this day is C.J. Thomas, I believe, the ball carrier there. Yes, indeed. No gain on the play. But it's always fun when I see Eastern pop up on the schedule, and I'm like, fond memories. Yeah, it's one of those new school rivalries because of it.
Yeah, genuinely. I mean, every time you see kind of Eastern on the schedule, you get that feeling like, here they come again.
Here we go again.
It's such a weird rivalry to even call it that because I don't even remember knowing Eastern, being younger in Bond's earlier playing days, and for it to be like a staple now, it's almost comedic in my opinion.
Calderon takes the snap, fakes the handoff, fires, and too hot to handle. Zincraft, I believe, the intended receiver.
Yeah, Calderon tried to fit it in there. It was kind of tight. Linebackers dropping back. It would look like a cover, too. And it's a tight window, especially if you have a corner kind of trailing towards the middle of the field. But Vineland here in a 3rd and long situation, trying to get their heels off the wall here in their own end zone. It'll be 3rd and 10, 2:25 to go here in this 3rd quarter. Vineland ahead 7-0, holding on to that lead. We're looking to try and tack on more on this drive. There'll be 2 receivers set on the near side and a far side wing with a single running back in the backfield being Ben Motter. Man going in motion. Snap back to Calderon. He's going to look to his right. He's going to throw it deep. Has a man on a post, and it is just broken up. A good play there by the Vikings.
Where's the flag?
It was Chestnut trying to make a play on the ball, but he was undercut by the corner. And Vineland forced a punt here on 4th down.
Arm was getting held there. That's a missed call, in my opinion, by the referee as we get the replay here.
Oh, yeah, he's all over him.
All over him. At least take him out to dinner first before you go see the movie. Treat that young man to some Applebee's, some Chili's, whatever it may be. But good grief.
Vineland setting up here with the punt formation. Snap back. Not that much of a rush. Brosh gets it off, and it's a pretty solid kick to the 50-yard line, reeled in. And now running to his left, trying to get to the opposite field. Cuts it back. Makes a man miss, but 3 more Vineland players are there to make the tackle, and they are stuffed just there at the half-field mark, 50-yard line. The Fighting Clan are back on defense.
Return man there was Keenan Clymer. It's a great name.
That is an injury. And Carlton Thomas gets up a little gimpy there, holding his wrist. Got to make a substitution there for him defensively. That would be another big hit to this Fighting Clan team, who's been just seems injury-ridden as this season has gone along. It'll be 1st and 10 here from the 45-yard line of the Fighting Clan. Vikings getting some solid field position here. It'll be a similar formation that we've seen all night. That single wing setup with 2 receivers on the far side.
1st and 10 from the 45. Carreri firing deep and just out of the reach of last week's homegrown player of the week, Zyleek Travis.
Yeah, and that's a tough play. I mean, he's playing that deep safety, and he completely gets spun around as the ball's in the air. He just barely has time to read it, but he almost had a play on the ball. You see Carreri not really on the same page as his receiver, just out of the reach of Zyleek Travis.
That was a deep shot of all deep shots here. Taking a chance late in this 3rd quarter. We're Eastern, but now it's 2nd and 10 from the 45. Hand it off to Jardine. And Jardine's going to pick up 4, maybe 5 yards on the carry.
Yeah, and I'm shocked that the Vikings even went to the pass game as they've seen so much success on the ground. I mean, I get trying to catch a team off guard, but the pass just hasn't worked at all tonight for the Vikings. So, I mean, expect them to go to the ground. I'm not expecting a pass here on 3rd and short. I think this could be 4-down territory.
Yeah, I mean, when you're down 7-0, it's an attainable score. Late in the 3rd quarter, you're kind of starting to pull out most of the stops that you have tucked away in your utility belt as Carreri takes the snap and a flag.
Could be a false start on the Vikings, as Vineland looked like they were going to send pressure and then drop back.
And I think this call is going to be against Vineland for encroachment.
It's going to be offsides, the call. And that will be an automatic 1st down for the Vikings.
It's brutal.
They were in a
Vineland has
3rd
done
and
such a
short.
good job for most of this game avoiding those ticky-tack mental mistakes that have plagued them the last 2 weeks. That's probably their biggest one so far tonight as Eastern keeps this drive alive. Carreri hands it off to Jardine, and he slips.
Oof. He had a big cutback lane there as a flag's thrown on the play. And it looks like it might be coming back.
Talk about adding insult to injury. You get a flag when you slip up on a play when there's
Banana
wide
peel.
wide open spaces there. Yeah, what is this, Mario Kart?
The call is holding. That'll back up the Vikings 10 yards.
Whoop.
He just slips trying to find that cutback lane.
Almost looked like he got clipped on number 7 there, Zach Wood. It looked like his front foot almost like ran to his ankle, and that's what caused the trip.
But that will back up the Vikings almost back to where they started here. It's going to be at the 44-yard line, 1st and 20. Vikings now fighting behind the sticks here, trying to get some points on the board in a very close and tight contested matchup.
1 minute and 5 seconds to go on the official game clock as Carreri hands this one off, and a nice gain there by number 0.
Yeah, and they almost kind of get those yards back that they just lost there, just a little bit short of it, but it's going to be about 2nd and 12 here. If you keep chipping away there, you can put yourself in a 3rd and manageable here as time slowly dwindles down with about 42 seconds and running.
Get them to 4th down before the quarter ends. And put a stamp on this one.
And again, I believe you're playing 4-down territory here. If you're Vineland, you
absolutely.
have to be completely prepared to be on the field for all 4 downs.
Man in motion here for Eastern. Carreri hands it off to his running back, and Vineland's all over that one.
Yeah, it's a great play by Ben Motter coming off the edge here, or Benjamin Torres. He just kind of flew in on the blitz, came completely untouched, and just stops that play in the backfield. Looked like a little bit of interior pressure as well. Good stop there.
Giving some CD Deuce energy out there like C.J. Gardner-Johnson. We talked about him this week because he was last week's Homegrown Player of the Week for Guzman's Gridiron, which you can subscribe to on the Underground Sports Philadelphia YouTube channel and watch and listen to every week wherever you get your podcasts. And we talked about it. He plays both sides of the field.
Yeah.
He's very Travis Hunter-esque.
Yes.
He brings that energy a ton.
It's in the name.
Exactly.
Both Travises, it's in the name. I mean, we've seen him make ridiculous catches on offense, and it's crazy to see how he's almost in every play when it comes to, like, violent gang tackling. He's always there.
Never comes off the field.
And you got to appreciate a player like that. He gives it all. He had a couple cramp games. He had a couple injuries and nicks and bruises, but he's stuck it out. He's a tough, fearless leader. He's a senior that you want to have as a coaching staff to be a leader, and he's been all of that so far this year.
Super passionate player, very fun to talk to, and like I said, be sure to tune into Guzman's Gridiron every single week throughout the season. Available to watch on the Underground Sports Philadelphia YouTube channel. Myself and Coach Guzman breaking down each and every week. And it's also available in audio form wherever you get your podcasts. Fourth quarter loading.
Ooh, it feels like this game flew a little bit.
Had a injury, suspension earlier in that third quarter, and from there on out, the rest of the third quarter kind of just flew on by, and we've got one final frame to glory as your Fighting Clan have a 7-0 lead heading into the fourth quarter, courtesy of Carlton Thomas with a rushing touchdown in this one. He and Barias Hill have been standout stars tonight on both sides of the ball. And a big credit to Brett Brosh as well.
Yes.
Special teams-wise, he's really stepped up. Picked up a 15-yard penalty in Vineland's favor with the roughing the kicker.
Special teams have stepped up in a big way this week, and it kind of proves and shows how important it is in a game that's this close.
3rd and 14. Carreri looking to pass. Dumps it off, and it's incomplete. Jardine, the intended receiver.
And I'll tell you what, he catches that. He gets at least halfway to the first down marker. I mean, that's a tough drop, but it looked like the corner. It was that trip situation trying to get those guys to kind of clear out and open it up for the running back there, and just drops the pass. But it's going to be 4th down and a healthy margin here. But looks like they're going to punt here. Vikings are looking to punt.
4th and 14. Yeah, I mean,
you kind of have to.
Yeah, you have a little less than half the field to go, but it's such a long down and distance. Nice pressure there.
Oh, he moved that one.
By Aiden Barriento. And Vineland will have solid field position just inside the 30-yard line for their first possession here in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, he tried to take a little bit off it, but it kind of shanked off his foot there. And that's really good field position for where you were just at as a defense for the Fighting Clan.
And number 6, Aiden Barriento, made that pressure happen, and I think the punter just heard his footsteps rolling in. If I heard Aiden Barriento's footsteps, I'd do the same thing. He's a menace. I'd hand him the ball.
At that
I would take the snap and be like, you can have it, like that episode of SpongeBob. You can have it. 1st and 10 here for Vineland from the 29-yard line. Calderon firing deep to the far sideline, and that one's incomplete, overthrown. Is Zelig Travis.
I mean, he was all over him there. It looked like it was a little bit of hand fighting, but Zelig didn't look like he was able to even get downfield. It looked like one's hands were kind of inside of him that entire route, but nothing showing there, and kind of let that one go as we see Calderon kind of with the coaching staff here getting the play, trying to get this offense going here on 2nd down. You guys see it here. His hands are on him as the ball's right above their head. I guess you can make the call that it's not catchable, but at the same time, he's holding him.
And his ability to get to
definitely
the ball
could be a catch. Nonetheless.
2 missed calls here recently as Calderon hands this one off. As Thomas barrels through for a couple.
Yeah, Vineland's got to get the run game going a little bit here. You want to run the clock. I understand trying to catch them off guard passing.
You want to run the clock, but also maintain possession.
Yeah, you don't want to lose. You don't want to run the ball and just get nothing out of it. You want to run the ball, get some yards, and if you're put in a situation to pass the ball. But this is a drive that I think could kind of separate Vineland from Eastern in a big way.
Ticking close to under 11 minutes to go on the official game clock here in regulation. Calderon takes the snap. He rolls out, surveying the field. He's facing pressure, dodges the defender, moves back the other way, directing traffic, fires. It's up in the air. There's a flag on the play, and it's caught.
Oh, my goodness, what a catch by Travis.
Zelig Travis, you are the man.
What a catch in traffic. We got to check the flag here, but my goodness, what a catch. Calderon completely makes a man miss, rolls out to his left, trying to get somebody to move, throws it into absolute traffic, and somehow over 3 different defenders, 5 in the area, Travis makes the catch. Wow.
Blocking the back against Vineland. I mean, nullifies a beautiful moment.
I mean, that is just brutal.
Sir, you just can't throw that there. You just see the magic that just happens.
It's hard to take that away, but Vineland once again working behind the sticks in a critical situation. It's third and fairly long. Vineland, again, in an obvious passing situation, but Vineland could just run the ball here and get some yards and look to punt.
3rd and 17 from the 22. Calderon going to pass here. Dumps it off, and it's too hot.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, those linemen definitely completely missed a guy out there. If he's able to make that catch and corral that in, there's nothing but green grass in that far side of the field. Vineland now put in a punting situation here with 10:34 to go. Calderon just kind of dropped back. He lifted over top. Nobody really blocked the man off the edge and kind of left Carlton Thomas out to dry. Wasn't really an opportunity to even bobble that and trying to reel it back in, but nonetheless, Vineland punting. Brosh takes the snap, has no pressure, gets it downfield and off. Two gunners coming down the field trying to make a play, and he's going to break it to the outside, does 4, makes a man miss, and he has green grass to the outside. Someone's got to make a tackle and does. It was Keenan Clymer on the return.
Such a good name.
That's going to be a tackle there by Carlton Thomas, a name we've heard very often tonight, and that will set up the Vikings at the 42-yard line of the Fighting Clan. Good field position for the Vikings. And it feels like if Vineland scores on that drive, that this game's almost. It feels like if Vineland just gets 3 on the board, this game is out of reach.
Yep.
And now Eastern with an opportunity to put their own points on the board and try and tie this game up with 10:22 to go in the 4th.
Need this defense to have another staple type of moment like they've had most of this night here.
Good tackle.
They started off with a boom.
Yeah, it's a great start to the drive. You got to stop the run.
Zavis, Barias Hill, and Zincraft all in there to make the stop.
Yeah, it's a great start to that drive. It's been first down that's been killing Vineland. You see an absolute stick there by Hill, meeting him just meeting him at the point of attack there. Once he hits the line of scrimmage, great play there and great gang tackling to kind of wrap it up. As it's 2nd and 10 here for the Viking. Snap back. He's going to be rolling out to his right. He's going to throw it downfield in between 2 defenders, and that pass is incomplete. Great defense there by the Fighting Clan. It looked like he was wide open, but a great play brings up 3rd down and long for the Vikings on a drive that they feel like they have to score.
And good awareness there by number 12 for Vineland to think that the receiver had the ball and still going through the motion of trying to strip that ball out of his hands.
Yeah, to know that you might not be able to make a play on the ball, just make a play on the receiver. And that's exactly what he did there as this snap is going to go back. He's going to be looking downfield, has pressure. He's going to step up and he's going to take off, has green grass. Some good blocks downfield and a big gain there for Carreri. He had nobody downfield, and the D lineman flew upfield, and the offensive tackles did their job. Push him upfield, create an opening, and that's great blocking downfield by the Vikings. Carreri sets up his guys in good field position. As you see everyone kind of get upfield, Carreri breaks outside, and nobody's really there to greet him, as it almost looked like Ben Torres pulled up a little bit thinking he was going to slide, but he kept going. His snap's going to go back to Carreri. He's going to hand it off. And another good gain there on 1st down as the ball pops out, but it looks like the knee was down.
Yeah, that defensive stand there just cannot happen. You have all the momentum going for you, and you start off that drive so well, and then you just let a QB sneak for the first time all game happen, and Vineland just looked unprepared for that play.
As the coaches on the sideline are very frustrated with something. It looks like there was a call. Weren't able to really get what it was, but the coaches not too happy about it. But nonetheless, here it's going to be 2nd and manageable for the Vikings.
Under 9 minutes to go here in regulation as Carreri kept this drive alive with his legs, and now it's got to be something Vineland looks out for down the stretch of this drive and the remainder of this game. As he takes the snap, he's looking to pass, he fires and completes it to his receiver, and walking in for 6 is number 11 for the Eastern Vikings, and they're an extra point away from tying this ball game up. And apologies, that's actually number 13, Terry Cook.
And that's a tough break if you're Vaughn's defense. You got him in a 3rd and long situation. Like you said, Carreri got the 1st down with his legs. Curry just drops back. He has time. He throws it right underneath a linebacker. And Travis just looks like he had no clue where the ball was on that play. I'm not understanding why the DBs are kind of pulling up when the ball's kind of going their way. But Eastern has an opportunity to tie the game here. And, you know, no one to blame but Vineland on this one. As they get ready to gear off here, the snap is good, hold's good, the kick is up. The flags are called as the kick is good.
It's Wyatt Markowski, the kicker for the Vikings.
We'll await the call here.
Offsides on Vineland.
I think it calls encroachment there. It's another. But now, if you're Eastern, you have an opportunity to go for 2 and take the lead.
Trying to see what their coaches are saying. It almost looks like the kicking team's just going to stay out there.
If they are, you might as well just decline the penalty. And in a big moment here, the Vikings are going to bring about the offense and try and take the lead on a 2-point conversion. Vineland with an encroachment is just going to back them up to about the 2-yard line. And if I'm the Vikings, I make the same decision. This is a monumental play in this game. Vineland has led 3.5 quarters up to this point, and it really comes down to this play here. A lot of time still left on the clock, 8:37 to go, but the defense has to make a big play here. There's 2 receivers set up on each side, a single back there as Carreri looks to get set up.
Carreri takes the snap. He's rolling, fires, completes it, and
he dropped the ball.
Out of the hands of the receiver. I believe it was Keenan Clymer.
But they call touchdown. The near side ref calls touchdown as the pass was dropped. We had to look at the replay here. Carreri takes the snap. He rolls out to his right. And, I mean, it's a great pass. It looks like he has nothing but daylight here.
Does the ball and 2 feet cross?
He catches it. He gets 2 feet down. He breaks to his right. Then the ball's fumbled out of the end zone.
The ball didn't even cross the line.
He loses the ball. If you just look here, right as he's coming, that's a great play by 12. He punches the ball out at the goal line. It's no good.
That should not count.
And we have to wait to see what the call is, but he punches it clearly. If you see here, it's slow-mo. He gets the ball punched out before he reaches past, and it rolls right behind the pylon.
That's a fumble out of the end zone.
That should be no good.
That's
in Eastern Vineland fashion.
What have I tried to say, everybody?
A call is blown. And it's 8-7 Vikings. I cannot believe this. The call stands after the refs have conversation. There's no replay review here. We have the benefit of that. But it's still 8-7 Vikings, and they're kicking off.
Absolutely unbelievably insane as we have a breakaway run here.
Thomas again.
Past midfield, C.J. Thomas, fire me up, young fella.
I mean, you need that if you're Vineland. Again, I don't even think they know. And let's look back at this clip here. Again, we have the benefit of seeing it from up here. But you can see as the pass is brought in by Clymer, he breaks to his right and it gets punched out at the half-yard line and rolls. If you just see where the ball rolls, it goes behind the pylon. That has to be a touchback and no good.
At the very least, it's a fumble out of bounds at the half-yard line.
If it's a fumble, period, that's not a touch.
Good.
You don't get the 2 points.
And nonetheless, it's 8-7. Calderon has time, firing deep, going for it all. And incomplete.
And that's a play set up earlier where we saw that same kind of looping flare from Thomas. They faked it that way, and they tried to get an opening up the seam there, just overthrown there by Calderon. But I'm still dumbfounded.
Welcome to Vineland Eastern.
Oh,
Marcelino.
my goodness. again, we have the luxury of replay, but the referee's right there on the pylon. That ball comes out, you have to have a conversation. Vineland getting set up once again. 2 receivers with a single wing.
Hands it off. It's Thomas. Stays on his feet. A good pickup there, about 4, maybe 5.
Vineland now with an uphill battle for the first time all game, down 8-7 with 8:10 and counting to go in this fourth quarter. They have all 3 timeouts, but plenty of time. We can't panic because there's plenty of time.
As much as things change, some things will always stay the same as Calderon gets set here for 3rd and 6. In shotgun, takes the snap, hands it off. C.J. Thomas barreling through, makes it 4th and manageable. And we'll see what Vineland decides to do here, as I believe they will go for it as Calderon heads over to offensive coordinator Ray Fitton.
I mean, this is huge. If you're Vineland right now, they haven't been able to stop the run, and you know that's what the Vikings are going to come back with if you don't get this first down. It's about 4th and 5 as we look at the replay here. Thomas tries to break it back outside, but he's met by 3 Vikings. But now it is 4th and 5 here, 4th quarter, 7:17 to go as Calderon looks to take the snap.
I'd hard count here as Travis moves in motion. Calderon takes the snap, fakes the handoff. He's rolling out, facing pressure, fires, and it is
caught.
Completed.
What a catch by Travis going towards the sideline. He catches it and lays out right past that first down marker. It was a low throw, but just got to him. He comes out the backfield and breaks off to his right. Calderon with pressure in his face. He drops it right into the breadbasket. And what a catch by Travis just past the first down markers. And Travis knew it the second he caught the ball.
See, Travis Scott is not the only Travis that goes sicko mode. Everybody is Zyleek Travis goes sicko mode and picks up a much-needed first down, 1st and 10 from the 32. Calderon lines up in shotgun, moves a man in motion, takes the snap, hands it off. Nice healthy run there again by the Fighting Clan stable of running backs, as it is number 2, Carlton Thomas.
And Vineland giving the Vikings a taste of their own medicine, going with a little bit of misdirection, having that slot receiver kind of come across the backfield. You're looking for a possible jet sweep, hands it off to the running back, and get some healthy yards.
We're getting to see Coach Ray Fitton's full arsenal of play calling here in a close game. Vineland trailing by 1, 2nd and 5 from the 27, under 6 minutes to go. This one's handed off, and not much there for Thomas as he's bullied down to the ground by a number of defenders as he's holding his helmet there. Hopefully he's okay. He get banged up earlier in this game.
He's going to come off here. You see where he gets his hand off. There's just 3 Vikings there, and it's never a good sign when a play's halfway through and your linemen are looking at you as you're running the ball.
Mason Langenbach kind of went helmet to helmet with him.
But no call nonetheless. It's going to be a 3rd and 7 here.
3rd and 7 from the 29. Just over 5 minutes to go here in regulation.
Obvious 4-down territory.
Calderon directing traffic. Guzman calling a timeout. Referee hasn't seen it. Now he does. And finally call timeout here with 5:09 to go in regulation in this 4th quarter.
It looked like Calderon was kind of flipped the play there. Zincraft didn't really hear him, though. And you have to use that timeout there as there's 5:09 to go into this 4th. I mean, wow.
Like I said, welcome to Vineland Eastern here on VPS, everyone.
I mean, there's no words. And again, we're Monday morning quarterbacking because we have the liberty. But if someone
we're Thursday night quarterbacking.
I mean, if someone fumbles the ball at your feet, you have to have a conversation. At least the conversation was short, where he was like, "It looks like he got in." I mean, just look here.
We're going to keep showing this replay.
It's so clear as day where the ball leaves and where it ends up. There is a referee right at the pylon.
He's looking. He's in a
He's looking at the ball.
That's just so bad. So bad.
Oh, my goodness.
His feet never cross. Not that your feet have to cross. The ball has to cross. But Calderon lines up here, 3rd and 7 from the 29. Man in motion, looking to pass. He's got time. He's firing deep towards the corner of the end zone.
Oh.
And it's off the hands of the defender.
I mean, it looked like
Travis, the intended receiver.
That hit him in the face mask.
In the face.
I mean, it almost looks like he ran the route for Travis. And a lot of overthrows down the field for Calderon in this game. He didn't have a feet down. He didn't have a foot down either way.
Off the face mask. 4th and 7, 5:03 on the game clock here in regulation.
This is a big one. This is big for Vineland.
Calderon gets everybody set, lines up in shotgun. Zylik Travis to the bottom of your screen. Calderon takes the snap, facing pressure, and nobody is there. And that'll be a turnover on downs.
And it looked like Rojas Torres was wide open. If you look in the slot here, Calderon takes a snap. He has him wide open, but he breaks out instead of going upfield. I'm not sure where the miscommunication is there with the quarterback and receiver, but he had an opening. The safety was still far back, could have possibly hit him and kind of break him towards the sideline, but the ball goes to nobody. And that's the biggest play of the game up to this point, and we've said that a couple times now.
And I know this team is very young. They've got to learn to talk to one another and just communicate. It's so important for the growth and development of this roster over the next couple of years and obviously the remainder of this season in particular. But this is the biggest defensive stand here that Vineland is going to face so far in this game as it's 1st and 10 for Eastern. This one's handed off to Jardine. He's got plenty of space, picks up a healthy number of yards.
Whoa, Travis comes up with the ball.
And they're saying he was down.
No. Okay, let's take a look at this one. Please, if you don't mind. Jardine has the ball.
Yeah, he's
no, I don't know.
He's down. He's down.
Where's his knee?
He's down.
He has the ball. Oh, but that back knee there. If you can kind of just see it where Travis's foot is.
He's down. Good call there. I'll give the refs that. This one's snapped, handed off to Jardine. Vineland all over it. 2nd down.
Now
going 3rd down.
Oof, it'll be 3rd and 3 here. Vikings will punt if put in a 4th down situation. I would be shocked if they tried to go for it if they're in that situation. Expect run.
As we tick under 4 minutes to go here in regulation. Vineland trailing 8-7.
Big 3rd down for the defense. It's that similar setup we've seen all night from the Vikings.
3rd and 3 from the 36.
It's number 0 in the backfield for the Vikings.
And whistles and a flag flies in.
This will be big.
Vineland signaling that it's on Eastern, and it is indeed on the
big.
Eastern Vikings.
He had offensive encroachment. That's a new one. But that's big for Vineland as they go from 3rd and 3 to 3rd and 8. Now the Vikings have to open up the playbook here in a situation where you knew they were going to run.
Biggest down of the game.
I mean, do you put the ball in the hands of Carreri here? I mean, last time there was a third and a big 3rd down situation. They put it in his hands, and he got it with his legs. Safe to say they might do something similar.
3rd and long here. Carreri rolls out, firing, completes the pass. And out of bounds. We'll see where they spot it. I think he's a yard short.
Ugh. Please don't make it a close one. It is as close to inches as you can get. And please, please don't bring out the chains.
That's the last thing we need in this game is number 11. Battles through.
He's down well short of that.
He's about a yard shy.
That 41 or that 38-yard line. as I think we're going to bring out the chains.
I'm having deja vu.
And here comes the chain crew, ever elusive in a game that involves the Eastern Vikings and the Vineland Fighting Clan. This is big.
I'm having flashbacks.
As they slowly yet gingerly make their way to the near sideline.
Just the opposite sideline of where it all went down originally. We can't see too much, but you see the replay here.
Yeah,
he's tackled down, and
he's more short there.
Yeah.
As we kind of look,
and he's out of bounds by the time he's.
We're looking to see where the placement is. And it looks like they're going to pull the chains out here. And I believe they mark it a first down.
Yep. Folks.
Oh, I mean, the replay, it shows he's short. I mean.
Both times, under 3 minutes to go. 1st and 10 from the 39. Clock is ticking.
I mean, if you're Vineland, it almost feels like, what can you do? Oh, my.
You need a turnover here. You need to get that football.
And you know where the ball's going.
1st and 10. Carreri lines up in shotgun. Takes the snap, hands it off. Number 0, brought down in the backfield.
That's a big play there by Ben. I mean, it looked like that play was blown up from the get-go. And it was a little bit of holding on this near side, but for Ben to come downhill like that and make a play, I give, as you can see here, he just flies off that edge, and he has Travis right behind him. There's just a little bit of holding on this near side, and you can even see Zach Zavis motioning for it, and even Zincraft. But nonetheless, a great play there by Rojas Torres.
2:28 to go here in regulation. As good as these stops are, Vineland has 2 timeouts remaining. You need to make stops here. You cannot afford for a first down to be picked up here. You need to get stops. You need to get the football back. And you need it in healthy field position.
And that's a great start to that drive. I mean, you put them behind the sticks after the first play. It's going to be second and about 12.
If I'm Coach Guzman, I'm putting this game under protest. Just saying, from that 2-point conversion, that was.
But you don't get a win for it. It's almost like you protesting.
That was a little suspect. What? 2nd and 12 from the 37. Vineland need a big stop here. Put them in a 3rd and long. 2 timeouts remaining for Vineland. Eastern with all 3 timeouts. Rary fakes the handoff. It's a receiver reverse to Jardine. He's making his way up the sideline, and Jardine goes out of bounds shy of the first down.
Yeah, I mean, that's a smart play. Again, you got to create that misdirection. They've been doing it all night.
Only benefit there is the clock stops with 2:19 to go.
Yeah, that is what we would call, I guess, a rookie mistake. As you see the misdirection inside, they get Thomas to kind of bite on as he breaks to that outside, but they do hold them up short there. It's going to be about 3rd and 4. And if I had to put my money on it, I can almost tell you where this ball's going to go.
Carreri takes a snap, hands it off, and a great stop by the Fighting Clan.
He's short. Brings up 4th and 2. The clock stuck at 2:12.
I believe Vineland called timeout.
That's a great tackle once again by Ben Rojas Torres coming off the edge. It's a second big play on this drive.
4th and 2 from the 47.
All right, this is
Ladies and gentlemen, please fasten your seatbelts and keep your hands and feet inside the ride at all times. Do not exit the ride until it comes to a complete stop. Ladies and gentlemen.
Welcome to the 2-minute drill.
There you go. You took the words right out of my mouth.
This is where it gets good. This is where it gets good. This is where wins become losses.
Ladies and gentlemen.
And losses become wins.
The witching hour. Shout out to Scott Hansen.
Oh man, this is big. I mean, Vineland has been what I thought was one of their perfect games.
Vineland's been the better team all night. Collectively.
Not even close. And the offense is not going to go back out. They are going to punt here. Are the Vikings? I'd still look for a fake.
Travis going to go back deep. You know he's got the game-breaking speed.
Vineland.
2:12 on the clock. 4th and 2. Ball snapped. Kick is away. Right near Travis. It's going to bounce. Inside the 20. And ball will be spotted around the 16-yard line. Vineland has a long way to go, about 84 yards to glory.
This is a very big drive for the very young Calderon.
2:01 remaining in regulation. Here's my question. With how well they have played, with how the adjustments have gotten, where does the ball need to be to send out Brett Brush and the field goal unit?
Genuinely, I mean, it's a toss-up. I mean, I think your best bet is to try and get in between, at least past the 25. You get in that range, and I feel like that's Brosh's territory.
Calderon firing deep. And a flag flies in.
That's a good flag. It's been happening. We talked about it earlier.
Game.
We've said it all game. He's had his hands on Travis on every deep ball they've thrown so far. His hand, look, if he throws it downfield, you see how his hands are inside on Travis. You cannot make contact with the receiver with the ball in the air. He has no chance to make a play on the ball.
It impedes his ability to get to the ball. He's not facing the ball.
It's textbook pass interference. Textbook.
Beautiful, beautiful play. Beautiful call.
Fortunately, it's not a spot foul.
But nonetheless, a benefit there. And just because we still have time here doesn't mean we can't get you ready for next week. Next Friday night here at Gittone Memorial Stadium, the final leg of this 4-game homestand. Pennsauken coming to town on Friday, September 19th, 6 p.m. kickoff here on the Vineland Public Schools YouTube channel. We'll talk more about that later on, but Calderon looking to pass here. He fires deep again, and it's through the hands of the intended receiver. Quayshawn Davis just through the hands.
And oh, what a beautiful pass. It just goes through
fingertips.
his fingertips.
He had 6 in front of him.
You don't, even if not, that's a beautiful ball. His best pass tonight.
Oh,
that is.
Just punch me in the gut, because that's exactly what that was.
I already feel that one.
It's brutal. 2nd and 10 from the 31.
Just try. You don't even have to go deep. Just get chunks of yards.
And a flag.
Oh, my goodness. It's encroachment on the. I see a call of encroachment. I'm just not sure who it's on. And it's on the defense.
Another break for the Fighting Clan.
2nd and 5. You have to just get yards. You don't need everything in one play. You don't need a touchdown right now. Get down the field and give yourself an opportunity.
Calderon firing to the sideline, and it's caught beyond the 50.
Oh, my goodness. I mean, Ben Rojas Torres in this 4th quarter has been a force to be reckoned with on both sides of the ball now. On defense, it's been big plays, and now the biggest one of the night on offense.
Finally going hurry up, about 90 seconds to go. Half the field to go.
You got to get set up.
Calderon takes the snap. He fires, and there's nobody there.
I mean, why are you just? It's first and 10. Just get the ball, get some yardage. You just need some kind of yards.
A great catch there.
Oh, what a catch. I mean, and a beautiful pass in between coverage. A great play by Ben. But you have to keep the momentum going. You don't need everything right now.
Just work the sidelines to your advantage. And Vineland calls a timeout. They have 1 remaining.
I just don't understand the go routes for everybody. Like, just get chunks. You only need chunks. You have a minute 22. If you had 10 seconds, I get it. But it's a minute 22. You have 2 timeouts. You just lost your first timeout of the half. You have to just get some yards.
Second and 10 from the 47. A minute and 22 seconds to go. 47 yards to go for Glory. Elijah Calderon takes the snap. Looking to pass. He's facing pressure. He's got to escape. Got to get rid of it. He fires. Completes it. And out of bounds.
Quayshawn Davis again making up. That's a huge makeup there. You get the bad drop, they give you another opportunity, and you take advantage of it. Great job of Calderon keeping the play alive, working towards the sideline. A great pass, great catch, first down Fighting Clan.
Brilliant, brilliant job there by Davis.
This has been a great drive so far for Calderon. That's all you need. Oh, my goodness. The coach is with the same expression as us up here.
1:13 to go. Calderon rolling out. Gotta fire. It's up in the air, and it's going to be incomplete, out of bounds.
Calderon has to step up. If they are forcing you outside, step up in the pocket. That right side of the field is there. You just have to be able to plant your feet and take a step up. You don't want to run into the pass rush, especially going outside and stepping off your back foot.
.108 to go. Calderon returns to his huddle.
Second and 10 from the 36-yard line.
Work the sidelines.
Calderon has 3 receivers set to the near side of the field, 1 set back.
Calderon directing traffic, takes the snap. He's firing. Zyleek Travis, and it's intercepted by Terry Cook, who's bringing it upfield. And the nail in the coffin.
You can see Calderon looking downfield. He had Travis. He underthrows it, and it's pitch and catch for the safety.
The first time all night he's really underthrown one of his receivers on one of those fade routes, and it goes back to what we've been saying. You don't need the fade route there. You just need chunk yards and move the ball down the field. And now a costly turnover because it costs you the game.
I mean, I just feel for these players, man. I genuinely do. I mean, this is the second week in a row where it's a 1-point game, 2-point conversion.
Eastern going to take the knee here, victory formation.
I'm genuinely speechless. This is a very, very rough loss for the Fighting Clan.
And the referees were part of it once again in this matchup.
It should have never been this close if you're Vineland.
Another knee here.
I'm speechless. Genuinely.
And that's going to wrap things up as the clock winds down. Vineland going to walk away with their 3rd straight loss here at home to start the 2025 campaign. 8-7, the final score, due to the most controversial two-point conversion I've ever seen. The referee voodoo magic continues here at Gittone Stadium when Eastern comes to town. And Vineland was the better team 98% of the game. The referees came in for 1%, and Eastern make the big play moment at the end with the interception, where it felt like Vineland just lost all the momentum they had because they were just trying to rush a scoring play. And Vineland fall to 0-3. Eastern improved to 2-1.
This is gut-wrenching. This one is as rough as it gets.
Vineland will be back here next Friday night at 6 p.m. Eastern Time to host Pennsauken in the final game of this 4-game homestand to start the season.
It sucks because the schedule only gets worse. You're now one more home game, and you're on the road for the rest of the year.
Outside of homecoming against Cherry Hill West at the tail end of the season. A brutal loss for your Fighting Clan as they fall to the hands of the Eastern Vikings by a final score of 8-7. Big thank you to Doug Diola and our entire production team for making tonight's incredible broadcast happen. All the replays, all the field level views. Be sure to subscribe to the Vineland Public Schools YouTube channel, youtube.com/@VLDSchoolsTV, so you don't miss out on any future broadcasts throughout the remainder of this school year and beyond. Tune into Guzman's Gridiron every single week throughout the season as we break down games. We'll be certainly breaking down this one next week as Vineland fall by a final score of 8-7. For Marcelino Ojeda, I'm Kyle Bennett. We'll see you here next week, and a loaded schedule of broadcasts throughout all of the athletics this coming week for all of our teams here participating in fall sports. But we'll be back here at Gittone Stadium for more football next Friday night at 6 Eastern. Just a brutal loss for your Fighting Clan.